morning sun gets me out of bed. I wake up to the taste of milk. I've got a taste for something fresh. I've got a taste for the taste of milk.
Milk, the fresher refresher, with the taste that gets you up and going. Wouldn't a cold, smooth glass of milk taste good right now?
I've got a taste for a fresher taste. I've got a taste for the taste of milk.
Milk, the fresher refresher.
Jim Dutcher, your thoughts on the game up to this point?
Well, Woodbury's just been controlling tempo. They're using an inside passing game, getting really fine high percentage shots. On the other end, New Prague has to find a way to get Joe Geiger involved in the ball game. He's their leading scorer, averaging over 18 a game, and he only had 2 the first half. So they've got to get him the ball in some scoring areas.
And he has that great touch that you were talking about, and obviously Woodbury is very much aware of that. Some of these youngsters have camped together at your summer camp, and they know each other all too well.
They do, and they're using a 1-3-1 zone and giving a lot of attention to him. The Gills are open a little, Mark and Mike, and they've kept New Prague in the ball game.
That shot was off by Mark Gill. It was close, and we'll have a jump ball. I think Mark Gill will be jumping for Woodbury against, or rather, that'll be Harvey for New Prague. And I believe that is Mark Gill. New Prague with the ball. A 10-point lead, Woodbury. 6:20 left to go, third quarter.
The one zone is tough to penetrate inside. They need some shots right from the wing where Harvey took that one. He drew the foul, but they've got to make some of those shots.
Brocker on the foul. The winner will go up against Chisago Lakes in the semifinal. Chisago Lakes defeating Minneapolis North in just a heck of a game to open up the Class AA tournament here at the Civic Center, 45-43. We're looking at Mark Harvey, 6'6" sophomore, averages 10 a game. They need help from the free throw line, and he hits it. He's shooting 2. How many fouls do we have on Brocker? He committed the last foul. He has a couple. Nobody in foul trouble as yet. 33-25. Woodbury by 8. New Prague. They get to within 7 or 8 points, and then Woodbury push him back a little bit.
They just keep running their inside motion, and they'll pop somebody loose, and there he is.
Good looking shot by Brocker, 6'6" senior. New Prague.
It's been a game with very little defensive change. They're both in the same defense they opened the ball game in, and it's what got them to the tournament, and they're not looking to change.
They tried to force it through a crowd, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. Or is it going to be?
There's a reach-in foul against Woodbury.
Foul is on number 50, Jerry Mayhofer. Third foul on him, so he's the first player to enter the yellow caution zone. You get 3 fouls on you, it's time to start really thinking about it. Turnaround jump shot, good body control. Mark Gill, scramble for the ball. Lenny Newman saves it for him. Good looking steal
by Billy Scheffler. He anticipated the pass across, got in the passing lane, intercepted.
He could see that coming. He backed up, got the angle on it. Shot, no good by Trost. And here's a foul on New Prague. Foul is on Mark Gill. Let's go to the Class A game at Williams Arena.
31-16 our score now. Laverne has opened it up here in the fourth quarter. At the foul line is Gordy Hansen. He's got 11 points on the afternoon, making it 32-16. They've doubled the score now in Lake City. The Tigers want to get in it. They're going to have to start right now. Shot missed outside by Seward. So Laverne now starting to take control. 4:40 left to go in the basketball game.
I think we can credit Laverne for playing some outstanding defense, but Lake City has been ice cold from the field here in the second half.
Nice pass inside. Bink missed the shot, but he'll go to the foul line for 2. In fact, Lake City has scored only 6 points in the second half. They only had 10 points in the first half. It's been a frustrating afternoon.
Taking a look at the replay, the nice pass inside, he puts it up, and a foul on Al Seward, number 34 of Lake City.
32-16, another smart timeout by Jerry Snyder. Let's go back now to the Civic Center. Tom Ryther and Jim Dutcher.
Here we have a 10-point lead by Woodbury, 37-27. The big story so far for Woodbury. Down under, that shot by Mike Brocker is good. Jerry Mayhofer now has 4 fouls on him for Woodbury, and he's 6'6", and they don't want to lose him. 3:40 left to go in the third quarter. 39-27 Woodbury. Shot on the deep corner is no good by Mike Gill, the lefty.
They could build their biggest lead of the ball game here. They're setting on 12. Nice inside pass.
Good shovel shot by Trost, and that is now their biggest lead of the ball game, Jim.
He got the penetration, drew some defensive coverage, and dropped it off inside for the easy 2.
All right, Woodbury leading here at 41-27. Let's go back to Class A.
32-16, Laverne on top, 4.5 minutes to go at the foul line. Tim Vink. So far this afternoon, Tim with 5 points. He'll get a 1-and-1. First one on its way, no good off the front of the rim and pulled away by Pat Haska, who has not been much of a factor this afternoon for Lake City. They need his scoring. They also need Mark Augustine, their leading scorer, who has not had a good afternoon as well. Home on the shot, no good. They're just not falling for Lake City. Jump ball between Vink and Haska.
You really have to feel for Lake City. You're talking about how the shots aren't falling. I mentioned earlier they're ice cold from the field. And I said before, this stuff starts snowballing. You don't hit the shot, you get frustrated, you commit a few fouls, you send the other team to the line.
I think we've got a mix-up right now. And what it was there was supposed to be a 2-shot foul at the other end. And they gave him a 1-and-1. Lauren Carroll caught it. And they're going to send Vink back down to the other end to shoot his other free throw. And then they'll go back to the other end.
Well, that is some heads-up coaching by Lauren Carroll.
So Vink with a free throw missed it.
So it didn't matter anyway.
So now we'll come down to the other end, and Vink will jump circle. Inside with Pat Haska. 4:16 to go. Scramble for the ball. Elbers lays it up. No good. Right. What a follow by Vink, but he didn't get it, and we've got a foul.
And there you see the frustration. Number 24 of Lake City, Tom Heimer, coming over the back. He really didn't have to there. It was going to be an obvious foul, but Lake City is just, doggone it, they can't make any shots here. Here you see the replay. Joel Elbers off to the races. He misses the shot. The follow-up by Vink. Now watch here. Heimer right over the back.
All over it. Heimers came up and shook Vink's hand. Apologize. 32-16. Vink with a 1-and-1. First one's up, and he got it. So Laverne is really taking control of this basketball game. If things stay the way they are, they're going to match up against Clara City. It's going to be a good battle inside between the big men for both teams.
Laverne got into the state tournament with a couple of exciting regional playoff games. They beat Wyndham 52-50 in double overtime, and then took on Blue Earth in the final, won by 2, 43-41.
Our score right here, 34-16. We're down to 4 minutes to go in the basketball game. If Lake City wants to get in it, now is the time. Holm on the baseline, puts it up, it falls. First points of the fourth quarter. Let's go back now to the Civic Center in St. Paul.
At the free throw line for New Prague is Mark Gill. Woodbury leading 43-27. 2:15 remaining. Third quarter. Tom Ryther along with University of Minnesota coach Jim Dutcher here at the Civic Center. Next shot. New Prague trying to find the range. They've been a little bit flat on their shots, Jim. Their shots not going long. They're coming up a little bit short, a little flat.
Just can't get a string where they make 2 or 3 in a row. They'll make a nice shot, and then the next couple trips they can't. They just can't put it down. They're going to have to do something different defensively, Tom, to change the tempo of the game, because it's very much Woodbury's way right now.
Turnaround shot at heavy traffic by Trost, pulled out of there by New Prague. 43-28. Woodbury leading. We have 1:35 remaining, third quarter. It has been basically all Woodbury. Their biggest lead was 14 points. They have it back. Looking up at the clock. That's Tim Cotaranta, 6'3" senior. They have some really good-looking shooters on this Woodbury team.
Very poised ball club. They take their time. They look around until they get the high percentage shot. It's a veteran basketball team, and they play that way.
They came into this tournament at a very impressive 21-0 from the St. Paul Suburban Conference. Fouled in there by Mark Gill, trying to get position.
New Prague extended their defense. They pressured up a little bit further, and that opened up the passing lane, and they found the open shot on the inside. This is Schiffler. Looks inside, a nice cut across the middle. He gets pushed. You can see the hand in the middle of the back.
Rocker shooting a couple. Fouled in the act of shooting. A little flat. Woodbury leads 43-28, 53 seconds remaining, third quarter.
He adjusted it. First one was short, and he got that one up there.
It's amazing when you're off, you're generally flat. And boy, when you see those cords rip and you feel it, you've got it, look out.
Yeah, when the wrist is there, you get that nice, easy arc on the ball.
New Prague. They don't look to be panicking. They're looking for their shot.
Woodbury's able to pack their defense back in deeper and deeper now and invite the outside shot, and that's a tough way to mount a comeback. They're just not going to give them the ball inside.
They're making them work just to hold on to it out on top.
Correct.
Well, their defense is very quick to react as soon as the open man gets it, with the exception of that case. Now there's a good, they had a little time to get it off, and that was Rob Geeson.
He had a good look at the basket. He was square to it and made a nice shot.
44-30. They will not get the shot off. It will not count. No basket. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Woodbury 44, New Prague 30.
Meet John Patton, U.S. sled dog racing champion. We're heading out to get John a TCF installment loan. Even up here it's easy because TCF has 51 statewide offices. What's the loan for, John?
For dog food, Lurtz. These guys can really pull it away.
Installment loans at TCF.
All right, hey!
On Dancer, on
Hey,
Panzer.
Bob, these are dogs, not reindeer.
Oh, on Spot, on Rover, on Fido, on Old Blue.
It's March Madness at the Water Bedroom. Our salespeople have gone completely mad. They want to sell a record amount of water beds in March, so they've taken it upon themselves to lower the prices. Sheets, mattress pads, comforters, water beds, and complete bedroom sets will be totally mad and zany prices. Like the Shiloh, a single tier bookcase water bed priced at $199 complete. Or the Balboa Basic, a tall bookcase water bed priced to sell at just $279. During March Madness, finance your water bed at the Water Bedroom and pay no payment for 90 days. The Water Bedroom Superstores, Bloomington, Bristol, Roseville, and 1 mile south of the Northtown Mall on University in Fridley.
Woodbury leading by 14. We're just about ready to get underway with the fourth quarter. Let's go back over to Randy Shaver and Jeff Passold at Class A.
Minute and a half to go in the ball game. Laverne on top by 16, 36-20. It's been a frustrating afternoon for Lake City. Only 4 points scored for them in the fourth quarter. Only 10 points scored in the first half. Only 10 in the second half. They've had good shots. They just haven't fallen. Just weren't falling for them today.
Laverne is known for their outstanding defense, but like you said, Lake City has gotten the shots, boy, around and off. It's just been a real frustrating day, not only for the Lake City team, but kind of a frustrating game to watch because you want them to make the shot, and they're just not going down.
Lake City making some changes now. John Balo is in, number 44, and a timeout has been called. A minute 17 to go in the basketball game. So Laverne looks like it's going to be advancing. Let's go back to the Civic Center.
Woodbury working the ball in close and popping it up and in is Tim Codoranta cutting inside. It's 46-30, 16-point lead Woodbury. Biggest lead of the ball game. Out of the deep corner is the sophomore Harvey, high into the air. Schiffler with a rebound.
Woodbury staying in the tight zone, and they're forcing the perimeter shots, and when you're trying to make up a 16-point deficit, that's a tough way to do it.
Schiffler, but wisely followed his shot. He knew as soon as he let it go that it was going to be short, but he was cut off there. Now Woodbury getting it back.
They're going to be content now just to stick with their offense, make a number of passes, look for that shot inside the lane.
Codoranta.
Nice shot.
Good balance, good body control.
They're showing, Tom, why they're 21-0, because they are a well-disciplined basketball team. And it's not a one-man team. Everyone's involved in the offense.
And that is going to make them exceptionally difficult to play here on out. Good-looking shot by Joe Geiger.
That's got to give some encouragement to the New Prague team, because they need Joe if they're going to get back in this game at all.
Geiger averages 18 a game. He has but 4 to this point. So he's been held in check. Turnaround shot, no good by Trost, pulled out of there by New Prague. New Prague trailing by 16 points. We have a little better than 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
I'm sure you'll see New Prague come with some full court defense here if they can get it set up and get the ball in the basket. They just can't play drop back defense with this kind of deficit.
Schiffler's like having a coach on the floor for you, with his dad being coach. So he lives, eats, and breathes basketball. Timeout on the floor with the score: Woodbury 48, New Prague 32.
Starting today, forget what you know about other lawnmowers, because Lawn Boy has totally redesigned their mower from the grass up to work better with the way your body works. New effort-saving design for easier starting, comfortable fingertip blade control, plus an especially durable, long-lasting engine. The Blade Control Lawn Boy. There's never been a mower like it. Lawn Boy. As time goes by, you'll know why.
For name of closest Lawn Boy dealer, call toll-free 1-800-LB-MOWER.
Get me up, Get me up,
Now at Midway Ford, all 83 Fords are $1 over a factory invoice, and 11.9% financing is still available. Follow the lights to Midway Ford in Roseville, open tonight till 11 p.m.
Catch the fever.
Spring into sweats at County Seats. 2 for $16. Tops, bottoms, any 2 sweats for $16.
Catch the fever at County Seats.
We're back at the Civic Center. Now let's go quickly to Williams Arena.
All right, a timeout has been called, even though Coach Lauren Carroll didn't want one called. He's going to get it anyway. 36-22, Laverne on top by 14. Let's go back now to the Civic Center real quickly.
There you see the Woodbury band. The bands are all part of the color and the excitement of state tournament basketball. Schiffler. There's a foul going to be called on New Prague.
They're still not the bonus. They'll go bonus on the next one. They'll both be in the bonus from here on out.
Mike Gill picks up foul number 3 for New Prague. And that foul puts both teams in the bonus of the next go-around. Oh, rolling off the rim. The follow-up is good. Now let's quickly go to Williams Arena.
We're down now to 23 seconds and counting. Substitutes are in for both teams. 14-point lead for Laverne. Shot from outside. Good. Darwin Siebenahler makes it 38-22. Pass down court. Rothengarn, number 30. 1 second. That's it. We did see very quickly Rick Brewer, Randy's brother, in for Lake City for a short time here in the fourth quarter, but it's all over. Laverne, a winner, 38-22.
You know, it had to be a proud moment for Mr. and Mrs. Brewer. They were sitting up behind us here, all the success that Randy's enjoyed, and now another son in the state tournament game. Unfortunately, Lake City came out on the bottom side of this one. Laverne winning it 38-22.
All right, Clara City now will match up against Laverne. That'll be tomorrow afternoon at 1:05. Clara City 23-1 on the year with a win over Little Fork this fall, and Laverne a winner this afternoon 38-22. Lake City scoring only 12 points in the second half. Let's go back quickly to the Civic Center at Tom Ryder.
51-34, Woodbury showing no signs of wilting here. We're down to a little better than 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. That's Brocker. Brocker with 14 points. He's played very well. Schiffler is leading the way with 15. They have good balanced scoring. They have just a balanced attack period, and they jumped off to a 10-0 lead and have never let go. They have it back.
They have a tough job now. Harvey's got to come out on the floor and play a much quicker basketball player, and I think Woodbury's going to have a chance here to shoot some free throws down the stretch.
That foul by Mark Gill. No trouble calling a foul like that. He has 4. Checking out for Woodbury is Bannett. Trying to pick up the substitutions. I believe that's Brocker at the free throw line.
New Prague is not giving up. They're putting pressure on. They're trying to double team the ball. They're doing everything they can to mount a comeback. They just have some shots go for them at this end.
There's a fast break, and that will be Schiffler. Bang! He brings it home. Bill Schiffler, 6'3".
Billy needed 3 steps to get his feet together, but he did dunk it.
He has 17 points. He averages 18. Shot block that was attempted by Gill, and we're going to have a foul on the Royals.
New Prague will come with some kind of full court trapping defense. If we make these free throws, they'll extend it to the full court. They need some possessions now.
Coda Randa picks up his first foul for Woodbury. There you have some lineup changes. Tom Proshek coming in for New Prague, going out of the ball game. I think Rob Geeson. At the free throw line is Mark Gill. He got it. 53-34. Woodbury with a big lead. A little better than 4 minutes remaining now in the ball game. Boy, Woodbury, they came out smoking, and they just simply have not let New Prague get any kind of momentum going.
They just got the great start, got ahead 12-2, and it's been an uphill struggle from New Prague from that point on. They're just going to run some clock here, try to get the easy shot. They're doing it out of their basic offense. They haven't changed their offense. They're just going to be a little more patient in it.
Shot off the rim by Mayhofer, and the follow-up is good by Trost. And it's 55-36, 19-point lead Woodbury.
Trost has had a strong ball game for Woodbury.
They have quite a few ball players in that lineup.
Right.
Very impressive. That was by Mike Gill. And we're going to have a timeout tonight in Double-A. A couple of great games. Wilmer against Edina and Coon Rapids at St. Cloud Tech. Timeout on the floor with the score. Woodbury 55, New Prague 36.
The morning sun gets me out of bed. I wake up to the taste of milk. I've got a taste for something fresh. I've got a taste for the taste of milk.
Milk, the fresher refresher, with the taste that gets you up and going. Wouldn't a cold, smooth glass of milk taste good right now?
I've got a taste for a fresher taste. I've got a taste for the taste of milk.
Milk, the fresher refresher.
Well, I don't know. I think if you're the New Prague coach, Merv Shepley, you've got an awful lot of things to say right now, and maybe a little praying along the way.
It's tough to come back, and Del Schiffler and the other bench has thinking he'd like to get some of his other players a chance to play, but he doesn't feel good with a 19-point lead. In basketball, that can turn so rapidly that he's going to keep his basic starters in there for a while longer.
Okay, let's go very quickly back over to Williams Arena, and I believe we have an interview set up with the winning coach over there.
Thank you very much, Tom Ryther. With me, Lauren Carroll, the winning coach. And pretty good ball game for your club, even though you had a rough day shooting from the field.
Well, we came in this thing knowing we were a good defensive team, and I think we proved that today. We got real tough on the board also, but we have to play better offensively. We've been knowing that for 2 weeks now, and our defense has carried us, and we're just going to have to start shooting the ball a little better and taking the shot. I think we've got some kids that are a little reluctant to shoot the ball right now when they should be shooting it, but first time in here for us in a long time, and we're starting 3 juniors, and we're starting actually 5 kids that haven't had a lot of the experience, so we're very happy with the way our team has played. We're disappointed with the offense, but really encouraged about our defense.
Okay, congratulations on a big win. We'll see you tomorrow in the semifinals against Clara City. Let's go back to Tom Ryther and Jim Dutcher.
We're nearing the 3-minute mark in this ball game. 55-36, Woodbury with the lead. That's Harvey, no good. New Prague has just really run into a stream of tough luck in their shooting. On the other hand, Woodbury, they played a pretty good balanced game, offensively and defensively.
They've been solid on defense. They stayed with a 1-3-1 zone with a little matchup principle out of it, where they located Geiger. They knew where he was at. Didn't give him good looks at the basket. And it's been just a very solid performance at both ends of the floor.
Woodbury, just super impressive ball club here in the opening going. And if things stay the way they are, they will go into the semifinals tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against Chisago Lakes. Chisago Lakes in their first tournament appearance. There's a shot. I don't think it's going to count. I think he was fouled before. That driving in there was Codoranta. Let's see what they say.
He called a foul on the drive before he got to the shot. Right here, he drives the lane. There's the reach in by Harvey. Got him by the arm, and the basket was not allowed.
Good call by the official. The officials, Mike Spanier of St. Cloud and Ken Bauman of Monoman.
It's the best officiating I've seen all year, Tom. Those groups we've had at Williams Arena should come and observe.
They should be here watching how it should be done, right? Oh, I tell you and Bobby Knight. Attendance here at the Civic Center, 11,790. So we have a good opening crowd here. Shot, good. A beauty by Mark Gill right there. And offensive foul.
Yeah. Schiffler pointed to the under official. He said, what did he have? But the call had been made, and you can see Billy gets it here. He fends him off with the free arm and then leans back in. I think the defensive player had his position.
Schiffler picks it up. Everything is kind of academic now. Woodbury coasting. They lead 57-38. New Prague not giving up, though. Still in there battling, trying to get the rebounds, trying to get the shots.
Got a rebounding foul here. He went after it and caught an elbow right in the mouth, and he's hurt a little bit. This is Harvey that's down. It was an accidental foul. He was going for the rebound and got caught.
Good sportsmanship there by Tim Codoranta.
Here it is. You can see he's coming in from behind. The foul is right here. Now you'll see the follow-through by one of the Woodbury players. Ooh. Catches him right there with an accidental elbow.
Like taking a shot on the jaw in a boxing bout. He really had his bell rung. His knees were wobbling. I thought he was going to fall over down there.
Yeah, he caught a pretty good shot.
Minute 45 remaining in the ball game. Woodbury leading 57-38. They have been impressive. I tell you, a couple of great games tonight. Wilmer and their big guy, 7-footer. Van Denide, and against a bunch of tall trees, Edina, winners of that tough Lake South Conference. Won a couple of close ball games over defending champion Jefferson.
Yeah, they beat Jefferson 3 times this year. The last time on a 40-foot shot at Augsburg in the regional finals. One of those shots that you know that somebody's looking after you. But they've been a solid team. Wilmer's coming in without one of their starting players, Brad Franz, who had back surgery a couple weeks ago. That's hurt them some, but they had a great win in the regional final over Prior Lake, battle between Holmgren and Vandenheide. So I'm really looking forward to that. It should be a great matchup.
How many players in the state tournament going to go to Minnesota? Vandenheide for sure, I believe.
Yeah, he's committed to us. We have talked to Tom Copa, the 6'9" center from Coon Rapids, the #1 ranked team in the state. We have visited with Holmgren from Prior Lake, and those 3 definitely are Division I players.
Harvey apparently okay. We certainly hope so. He really took a shot down there at the free throw line for Woodbury. Mike Trost, 6'4", senior forward, averages 11 a game. Trost has had a good ball game with 12, make it 13.
I'm impressed with Woodbury's balance. They've had good performances out of a number of players.
They can come at you in so many different ways. They picked the rebound up. That's Trost. They left him alone. Closed the gap, though, as he went toward the basket, and they'll go the other way now on the turnover.
Del Schiffler keeps looking down his bench. He's saying, is this safe? Is this safe? And he's not sure yet. And here they come. The new 5 for Woodbury.
There's a foul going to be called to number 50, Jerry Mayhofer, driving in to try to get a shot off as Mark Gill. And here we have the group of substitutions for the Woodbury Royals. And we'll try to pick them up because we know it's important to family and friends and try to get everybody's name mentioned here. Bear with us here. I see Tom Winter, a 6'3" junior. I see Lee Bannett, a 5'11" junior. I think I see Tim Moline, a 5'7" senior, has just checked in. There's a number 12, John Belts, a 6-foot senior. Free throw is good by Mark Gill. I'm missing one other player here. Could it be? Yes, no, I already mentioned Winter.
Number 12, John Belts, is in also.
Okay, that's the one. John Belts, 6-foot senior. Now we have other substitutions coming in for New Prague. Mike Kamish, 5'10" senior, comes into the lineup.
You might think, Tom, what difference does it make at this point? But to these young men, it makes a lot of difference. They're appearing in the state tournament.
I've been there.
Yeah, they're playing at the St. Paul Civic Center, and these are the biggest minute and 29 seconds of their lives right now.
Carl Ruling also comes in. He's a 6'1" senior for New Prague. Stu Eichen's in, a 6-foot senior. And we have a whistle and a foul. That's one way to get into the book. Commit a foul.
Yeah, Lee Bannett's going to the line here with the bonus. He's been in the ball game earlier, though, so he's had some floor time. He's probably relaxed and will step up and make these.
Kroshek got the foul, and Bannett to the line for Woodbury. They lead by 18, a minute 25 left in the ball game. New Prague quickly into the front court. That's Eichens with the ball. Gets it back out on top to Mike Kamish. Tell you, these youngsters are giving it everything they have. There's a shot, almost banked it in. That was by Eichens. They get it back. Shot by Doles, no good. Doles, rather. Oh, boy. All alone, coming in. Look at that layup, no good. Attempted shot by Doug Pursley, who just came in for Woodbury, number 42, a 6'1" senior. 48 seconds left to go.
Woodbury's well drilled. The reserves are playing the same defense. Here's a breakaway. Caught the underside of the backboard. And it was the push on the rebound, number 42 from Woodbury push.
You know, the adrenaline is flowing so quickly in these young men that time Bannett he found himself at about 3 steps, and here he was beneath the basket. It was too late to make a change.
He looked down at the ball to make sure he wasn't going to miss-dribble it and got under too deep.
Woodbury band, they have a good reason to be feeling happy right now, and I think everybody in New Prague, you do too, be proud of your team. They got to the state tournament. They got off to a rough start in this basketball game, and were never able to come back, but they have never given up. That's Kamish at the line. He canned that first one. It's 58-41.
Good-looking free thrower.
Yeah.
Both those were dead center.
35 seconds left. Big guy there fires it up. No good. Tom Winter. Foul called.
He's going to get a 2-shotter here who was fouled in the act of shooting.
Woodbury will move into the semifinals where they'll play Chisago Lakes tomorrow night at 7. Tomorrow morning at 8:30 at McAllister College, Minneapolis North will go against New Prague in the consolation round. So there's still hope to come out of it with some kind of a title here as New Prague and Minneapolis North move into consolation bracket. That's Winter at the free throw line. It's 59-42. .25 seconds remaining. New Prague working that offense, not panicking. That shot was no good by Doles. New Prague with it back. They have 13 seconds left. And pass a little bit high, goes out of bounds. They'll go the other way. 11 seconds remaining.
They're going to put on full court denial pressure here. Probably take a foul.
Ball kicked out of there. We're down to 3 seconds. And oh boy, almost had a shot at it. That was Kevin Schaefer who saw 2 points. And he wanted it so badly. He looked up at the basket, didn't quite have the ball. It went out of bounds. We have 1 second left.
It was a good pass. It was right in his hands. But like you say, he was anticipating the shot, took his eye off the ball.
There's the strong right arm of Carl Ruling. And that's the end of the game with a final score. Woodbury 59 and New Prague 42.
When I find a car I like, I'll find a car loan I like at Twin City Federal. I like TCF's attractive rates, excellent terms, and the convenience of 51 TCF statewide offices. For a car loan or a loan for any worthwhile purpose, call TCF. Now this car I like.
I'm sorry, sir. This car is sold. Keys, please. Excuse us.
Sure.
Don't miss the incredible record and tape sale on now at the Wax Museums and Great American Music. Save on Maxell record and tape care products. Self-rotating cleaner. Removes dust in 10 seconds. On sale, $12.99. Reduce tape noise with Maxell's electronic head demagnetizer, $12.99.
We are records and tapes.
The IRS sale is on now at the Wax Museums and
Great American Music.
Things sure have changed since I was on the river. Like Kings Cove Marina.
Kings Cove has everything you'd ever want, and all in one port.
Need your boat fixed? Their shipwrights work year-round. Maybe you're looking for a new or a used boat. Kings Cove's got 'em. Or pull on into the ship store to stock up on supplies. Set your course for Kings Cove this season, the friendliest port of call on the Mississippi, across from Hastings.
Broadcasting is a job you'll like. Radio announcers enjoy creative work in a variety of assignments. Opportunities for advancement are unlimited. Work with music. Work with other stimulating people. Now's the time to start. And Brown Institute in Minneapolis is the place. Call 721-2481 now. Brown's experience will prepare you in less than a year. Call 721-2481 now.
Dope is for dopes.
A special report coming in April to Channel 11.
We're back at the Civic Center. Tom Ryther along with Minnesota coach Jim Dutcher, and we have the winning coach down on the floor from Woodbury Senior High, Del Schiffler. Del, can you hear us down there?
Yes, I can hear you real well.
Okay, I'm looking at the record here. You beat Stillwater by 7 during the regular season. You beat Ramsey in the regionals by 5. You won easily today. Did this ball game surprise you that it turned out to be fairly easy for you?
Well, we felt confident going into the ball game because we did scrimmage New Prague very early in the year, although they came on real strong at the end of the year. We had a lot of confidence going into the ball game, and I didn't think it would be quite as easy as it was, but we'll take it either way.
Del, Jim Dutcher, you did a great job on Joe Geiger, held him to 4 points. He was averaging 18. What was your defensive plan coming in on Joe?
Well, we felt that we had to contain two people, Geiger and Gill. We did a real good job on Geiger. We wanted to stretch our zone out a little bit more because their strength was their outside shooting, so we were willing to give up the inside game, and we had our people come out a little bit higher to force them a little bit further from the basket.
Were you matching up a little out of your 1-3-1, Del?
Well, we were matching up to the point where we wanted to know where Geiger was at all times, and both my son at the point and our two wingmen, Mike Trost and Mike Brocker, always knew where he was, so I thought we did a good job with him.
I thought you did an excellent job. You saw the first game. What about Hasselquist? How are you going to defend him?
Well, we're going to have problems with Hasselquist. We hope that we can harass their other people enough to contain that part of their ball game, but Hasselquist is just a real fine player. We haven't got anybody to match up with him, but if we can do the job on the other 4 people, I think that'll neutralize Hasselquist somewhat.
Well, enjoy this one for now, Del.